after exiting through this 15 champagne, I will step up into the first 2 champagne. You can see that I'll be exiting through the middle one. Here 1, 2, 3, and I'm exiting through this middle one. You can see that we added 5 here. 1 has come down, and one from both the ends have come down, and 3 are on the top of this pearl. So I'll be exiting through the middle one. 1, 2, and 3. I'm exiting through this second one, that is the middle one, on the top of this pearl. Now I will pick up 1 4 mm bicon. Again I will pass through the middle 15, that is the second 15 of the next set of 15s round the pearl, like this. Again I will pick up 1 4 mm bicon and pass through this middle 15. Again picking up 1 4 mm bicon, I will pass through this middle 15. Again picking up this 4 mm bicon, I will pass through this middle 15, like this. So this way we are going to add these 4 mm bicons all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 4 mm bicon, and I will pass through this middle 15 of the first set. Very gently we have to add these bicons, and here you can see after adding the bicons, this is the look of our pendant. And now as I'm exiting through this 15, I will go down through this next 15, this one, and now I will pick up 3 15 galvanized magenta, and here you can see after exiting through this 15, I will pass through this 11 champagne in front of this next bicon, here, like this. Moving up into these 2 15 magenta, like this. I will pick up 1 15 magenta, and now I will be passing through all these 3 15 champagne, like this. Again I will pick up 3 15 magenta and pass through this 11 champagne, move up through these first 2 15 magenta, pick up 1 15 magenta and pass through the next 3 15 champagne, like this. Again picking up 3 15 magenta, pass through this 11 champagne, move up through these 2 15 magenta, pick up 1 15 magenta and pass through the next 3 15 champagne, like this. Again pick up 3 15 magenta, pass through this 11 champagne, move up through these two, first two 15 champagne, 15 magenta, pick up one 15 magenta and pass through the next three 15 champagne like this. So here you can see that we are creating these Y shapes here with these 15 magenta, and we would be doing this all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 15 of this last Y here. Into these three 15 champagne like this. So here, after completing this round, this is the look of our pendant. And now, after exiting through this 15 champagne, I will go down through these three 15 magenta, into this 11 champagne, now up through this first, only this first one, 15 magenta, and now I will pick up one 3 pearl and go down through this 15 magenta, which is attached to this 11 champagne like this. Into this 11 champagne, up through the same 15 champagne, 15 magenta, only this one, again pick up one 3 pearl, go down through this 15 magenta attached to 11 champagne, into the 11 champagne, up through that same 15 magenta, again pick up one 3 pearl, down through this 15 magenta attached to 11 champagne, into the 11 champagne, up through this same 15 magenta, again pick up one 3 pearl, down again pick up one 3 pearl, down through this 15 magenta, into the 11 champagne, up through the same 15 magenta, like this. So this way we are going to add these 3 pearls in between these Y's that we created in the last round, all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 3 pearl, and now moving up through this 15 champagne. Now after adding these 3 pearls, this is the look of our pendant, and now we will just pull these 15 magenta so that they may pop out. Like this, just like. All these 15s, just pull them out. Like this. As you can see, now they are popping out from in between these pearls, and we will pull these 15s, pull these up like this. And now after pulling them out like this, they have started popping out from here, from this gap in between these pearls. And now after exiting through this 15, I will go up through this 15 champagne, 15 magenta, into this 15 magenta and these two 15 champagne. So I'll be passing through these 3 15s into the bicon, and now I will pick up one 11 fuchsia silver line and pass through this next 4 bicon. Again picking up one 11 fuchsia silver line, I will pass through this next 4 bicon. Again picking up this 11 fuchsia, I will pass through this next 4 bicon. So here I am adding these 11 fuchsia in between these bicons, and I'll be doing this all through this round. And now I'm picking up my last 11 and pass through this bicon and into the next 11. So here after adding these 11 fuchsia silver line, and this is the look of our pendant. And now as you can see, I'm exiting through this 11. I will pick up two 15 champagne, and here I will pass through this. You can see these three 15 magenta in front of this beacon. So here I'll be passing through this first 15 magenta like this. Now I will pick up one 15 magenta and pass through this next 15 magenta. Here you can see I have 1, 2 and 3. So after exiting through this first one, I will not pass through this second one. Down here I will pick up one 15 magenta and pass through this third one and go up towards the beacon like this. And now again I will pick up two 15 champagne and pass through this 11 fuchsia silver line like this. Again pick up two 15 champagne, and the same way we can see these three 15 magenta in front of this beacon, and after picking up these two 15 champagne I will pass through this first 15 magenta, keep the thread nice and tight here, skip this one and pick up one 15 magenta and move up through this third one, or you can say one into the second one, and you have to move towards this 11 fuchsia silver line like this. Now again we are going to pick up two 15 champagne and pass through this 11 fuchsia silver line. Again pick up two 15 champagne down through this first 15 magenta. Be careful, you have to keep your thread nice and tight here, and pick up one 15 magenta and go up through this 15 magenta, pull this up and pick up two 15 champagne, pass through this 11 fuchsia silver line. Again pick up two 15 champagne, down through this first 15 magenta, pick up one 15 magenta, move up through this one, pull up, pick up two 15 champagne and pass through this 11 fuchsia silver line. Again pick up two 15 champagne and pass through this 15 magenta, pull up, pick up one 15 champagne, 15 magenta and move up through this 15 magenta, again pull up, pick up two 15 champagne and through this 11 fuchsia silver line. So this way we are going to add these 15 champagne and 15 magenta all through this round. Now here I am adding my last two 15 champagne, and after passing through this 11 fuchsia, and this is the look of our pendant after adding these 15 champagne and 15 magenta. And now after exiting through this 11 fuchsia, I will pick up 2 15 champagne, 1 11 fuchsia and 2 15 champagne. So here I have picked up these 5 beads, 2 15 champagne, 1 11 fuchsia and 2 15 champagne. And now I will pass through this next 11 fuchsia like this. Again I will pick up 2 15 champagne, 1 11 fuchsia and 2 15 champagne, the set of same 5 beads, and pass through this next 11 fuchsia, again picking up 2 15 champagne, 1 11 fuchsia and 2 15 champagne. I will pass through this next 11 fuchsia. So this way we are going to add the set of these 5 beads all through this round. Now here I am adding my last set of these 5 beads, and this is the look after adding the last set. And now I will step up into the first 3 beads, 2 15s and 1 11 fuchsia. You can see that I am exiting through this middle one, this 11, and now I will pick up 2 15 magenta and you can see I am exiting through this 11, and after picking up these 2 15 magenta, I will go down through these 2 15 champagne that we added in the last round like this, and move up through the next pair of 15 champagne like this, again picking up 2 15 magenta. I will pass through this 11 fuchsia silver line, again pick up 2 15 magenta and pass through this pair, the first pair of 15 champagne, this one with these, both these 15s, move up through this next pair of 15 champagne like this, pick up 2 15 magenta and pass through this 11 fuchsia silver line, again pick up 2 15 magenta, go down through this first pair of 15 champagne, move up through this next pair of 15 champagne, pick up 2 15 magenta into this 11 like this, pick up 2 15 magenta down through these 2 15 champagne, up through these 2 15 champagne, pick up 2 15 magenta and into the 11 fuchsia silver line. So this way you can see here we have added these 15 magenta and we would be adding these 15s all through this round. Now here I have reached this last set. Now again moving up through these two 15 and picking up two 15 magenta, and I will pass through this 11 fuchsia, and after adding these 15 magenta, this is the look of our pendant. And now I will step up into these first two 15 magenta that we added in the last round and pick up one 15 champagne, move up into these two 15 magenta, and now I will pass through these two next 15 magenta. I will skip this 11, just pass through these two 15 magenta, keeping it tight like this. Again pick up one 15 champagne and move up through these two 15 magenta. Here we have to keep our thread nice and tight, and skipping this 11, I will pass through these two 15 magenta, bring it down, pull this 11 up, like this way. Again pick up one 15 magenta and move up through these two 15 magenta. We have to take care that while bringing these two pairs of 15s together, here we are creating a cone, or you can say we are creating a angle here. We are creating an angle on the top here, so it should be nicely done, and then only our pendant would look nice and finished up. So very carefully we have to do this step. Like this. Pull this 11 up. Like this. Bring this together. Pick up one 15 champagne and move up into these two 15 magenta, like this. Go down into these two 15 magenta, bit tight, pick up one 15 champagne, again move up into these two 15 magenta, down into these two 15 magenta, it up like this. So here you can see that we have created these angles, and this way we would be doing this all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 15 champagne, and into these two 15 magenta, pull up this 11, So after completing this round, this is the look of our pendant. Now, as you can see that I'm exiting through this 15 magenta. Now I will step up into this first 15 champagne that I added in the last round, and now I will pick up to 15 champagne and pass through this 11 fuchsia. Again I will pick up to 15 champagne and pass through this 15 champagne that I added in between these two pairs of 15 magenta, like this. Again pick up to 15 champagne, pass through this 11 fuchsia, pick up to 15 champagne and pass through this 15 champagne. Again pick up to 15 champagne and pass through this 11 fuchsia, pick up to 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne. Again pick up to 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 fuchsia. Again next pair of 15 champagne and pass through this next 15 champagne. So this way we are going to add these 15s all through this round. Now adding my last pair of 15 champagne, and after adding these 15s, this is the look. And now I will step up into the first pair of 15s that we added in this round, and now I will pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through these two 15s like this into this 15 champagne, up into these two 15s, again pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through these two 15s and into the third one like this, up into these two 15s, again pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through these two 15s and this one, the third one, like this. Up into these two 15 champagne, again pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through these two and the third one like this. Like this. So this way we are going to add the set of these three 15s all through this round. Now here I am adding my last set of these 15s. Like this, and here this is the look after adding our 15 champagne. And now I will step up into 1 2 and 3. First Here you can see I'm exiting through this 15 champagne, and now I will step up into 1, 2 and 3 15 skip this middle one, the fourth one, and go down through this next one, fifth one, pull it up, and this way we have to create this angle here. And now into this next 15 champagne, and now I will pick up 1 11 fuchsia, and here you can see that I will skip this 1 2 and 3 15 and move up through these 2 15 like this. Again I will skip this middle one, go down through these 2 15 Here we have to keep this thread at the back of this 15 the center one, and create this tip like this here. Again I'm going to pick up this 11 fuchsia and skip 1 2 and 3 15 and I will pass through this fourth and fifth one like this. And now I will skip this one and pass through the next 2 15 push the thread at the back and pull it like this. Again pick up 1 11 fuchsia and skip 1 2 and 3 15 and pass through this fourth and fifth one like this. Skip this tip, pass through this pair, the next pair, and pull the thread tight, and here we have created this tip. Again skip 1 2 3 15 after picking up this 11 skip 1 2 and 3 15 and pass through the fourth and fifth one like this. Skip this tip and into the next 2 15 push it back, pull this up, and here we have to pull this 15 up, and this way create this tip. Now again pick up 1 11 fuchsia, skip 1 2 and 3 15 and pass through fourth and fifth 15 like this. Skip this one and pass through the next 2 15 push it back and create the tip. So here our pendant would look like this, and we have to do this all through this round. Now here I am adding my last 11 into this, skipping this 15 and into the next 2 15 like this. So here is the finished look of our Tarini pendant, and now I will step up into this 11, into these 15, and into this 15. Here I'm exiting through this middle 15. So we have created our pendant, and now we are going to add these pearls down here. And now for this I will pick up one 3 mm pearl, one 4 mm pearl, one picon, 4 mm picon, one 4 mm pearl, and one 3 mm pearl. So here I have picked up these 5 beads, one 3 mm pearl, one 4 mm pearl, one 4 mm picon, one 4 mm pearl, and 3 mm pearl. And after, as you can see, I'm exiting through this 15, and now I will pass through the tip of the next angle, this next 15. Here you have to keep your thread a little loose, and now I will go down through these two 15s, keep it a bit loose so that it tangles like this into the 11, and then into these 3 15s like this. Now I will pick up one 3 mm pearl, 4 4 mm pearls, one 4 mm picon like this, one 3 mm pearl, 4 4 mm pearl, and one 4 mm picon here like this. Now again I will pick up 4 4 mm pearls and one 3 mm pearl, 4 4 mm pearls and one 3 mm pearl. And now after adding these pearls, I will pass through this 15 of this next angle here and go back into all these pearls, bicon. Here again, don't make it too tight, let it dangle, and into these pearls like this, and into this 15 champagne this way. So again here we have added this layer, and now I'll go down to the next two 15s, into this 11 and into these three 15s like this. And now we are going to add this third layer, and for this I will pick up, now here I have picked up two 3 pearl, and 7 2 4 6 and 7 4 pearls, and then 4 bicon. And now the reverse of this, again I will pick up these 7 4 pearls, 2 4 6 and 7 and 2 3 pearls. So here we have this 2 3 pearl, 7 4 pearl, 1 bicon, again 7 4 pearls and 2 3 pearls. And now we are going to pass through this next angle here like this and go back into all these pearls and bicons, again keeping the thread a bit loose, not too much, only a bit loose, so that this pearl chain dangles. Like this into this one. So here and into this 11 champagne. And now moving down through these 15 O's. So here we have completed our pendant, and now we are going to tie a knot going down into this 15 O, into these two 15 O's, into this 11 O fuchsia, moving towards the back side of our pendant. And you can see that I'm exiting through this 11 O fuchsia. I will pass through this next 15 O champagne and tie a knot here in between these two 15 O's, into the next 15 O and into this 11 O fuchsia, up into this 15 O, only this first one, again tie a knot, in between these two 15 O's like this, into this next 15 O and 11 O, into this 15 O and 11 O. Now I'll be passing through two more 15 O's and this 11 O fuchsia, and into these two 15 O champagne. pin, and now we can cut off the thread. So here we have completed our Tarini pendant in pink color, or you can say in fuchsia color. So friends, here we have these 4 colorways in my Tarini pendant. This one we just made. This is in fuchsia color, and this I have made in fuchsia and green color. This is in cream with golden and silver beads, and this is in red color. And if you want, you can add any kind of chain to this pendant, but here, as we are going to make the Tarini necklace, that is the Tarini choker necklace, so I'll be showing you the necklace, the choker necklace, in my next video, as we have done in this green necklace. Here I have added this choker to my Tarini pendant in green color. So in my next video, I'll be showing you how to make this choker belt for our Tarini necklace. So I hope you would love making this pendant. So till then, please do try making this pendant, and please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified for my next and my upcoming videos. And please do subscribe to my channel, and please share it with your friends and family. Thank you.